Real quickly, I want to thank Heapets for sending me the bird feeder. Now, if you're considering one of these and you're kind of going between whether to get the one like this made out of plastic or a wooden one like the one you see up here, let me assure you, you want the one made of plastic, because this one has not been out here that long, but because of the weather exposure, has just tore the wood up and it's really just fallen apart. I'm surprised it holds seed anymore. This one, however, is much more durable and I think is going to last a lot longer, but it also has a lot more features than that one had. And the solar panel is built into the top here. No extra solar panel to mount, no extra solar panel to kind of look unsightly on your house. This is all built into one, and it comes with some attachments and things that also make it customizable for the type birds you have and setting it up in the way that you want it. So let's get to installing it. The one I'm going to replace here is actually falling apart, basically. It's there's a piece of wood that just came off of it. It's been out here a while and it works fine. It holds bird seed and the birds come and they get it, but you can see that the wood is been out here in the weather and it's seen better days, and it's really only been out here for about a year. First thing you want to do to set this up after you download the app is just tilt the camera forward, take that cover off. That'll expose power button and everything. Also, you can put an SD card in there if you want to. You don't have to. Hold this button down for 3 seconds. That sound indicates that it's on and ready to pair. Then you can just put this back in because you won't need it anymore and tilt that back up. Putting it together is actually pretty simple. The lid goes on this side first, and then there's a little slot. You'll notice that one side of this doesn't have a slot and the other side here does. The wire is going to face the back, and you're just going to slip it in there, and then once it's on the one side, you can kind of just push it onto the other side. Then it just tilts like that so that you can fill the feeder when you need to. There is a place for the wire to go as well, so that it just hangs out the back there. And this is what's going to keep the unit charged. So you just want to plug these two together. I know a lot of people are worried about the battery, but this solar panel, as long as you have this in the sun, should keep the battery charged. You shouldn't really have to touch it as far as charging the battery after you hang it, as long as you put it where there is sun available. Next, you're going to just take the bird perch, place it over the top. If you notice, there's a place for a screw there. And of course, they do give you 2 screws in case you lose this one. So there's your perch. It comes with a bunch of attachments, just depending on how you want to set it up. It also comes with a jelly tray that you can actually pop in there. It also comes with about 4 fruit stands, so you can actually put these on there and just pop a piece of fruit down on there. Now, if you notice they have this, you don't have to have it in the center one. That's got a lot of different holes there, so you could have it off center, just to let you know that you don't have to, you're not limited to that one slot. Now, they do give you a charger, but as long as you have it hooked up to solar and it has sunlight exposure, you probably won't need this, but just keep it just in case. If you'd rather mount this on a pole, you can. It comes with a pole adapter as well. It comes with a template, which makes it a lot easier to line up your screw holes when you want to mount it. And I don't know how most people feel about this, but I prefer to do this with the bird feeder off. Just makes it much simpler. That's good and tight. We just tear this label away a little bit. And because I have the extra screws, might as well use them. There is a place for them all. Now that bracket is not going anywhere. Now if you were installing this on a tree, you could have used the strap to go around the tree without putting any screws or nails in the tree. You won't really even probably need to look to be able to get this in here. I just got a thumb screw. I'm just going to feel on the bottom for the place that it goes. Easiest install ever. Now all I have to do is flip this lid and fill it with birdseed. So anyway, you can see, you know, the degradation in the wood there. The top was actually this color when it started out, and it's become this color. Also, you know, it's just kind of falling apart. This part is meant to be able to be flipped up and moved around. These are actually supposed to be perches. They did not last like they should have. More or less just falling apart. The new one, I have a feeling, is going to be much more durable than this, whereas this one is totally encased in plastic, and everything about it says to me that it's going to last much longer. I love that the solar panel is built into it, and I won't have to worry about having that separate solar panel down there. It was kind of unsightly, and now we don't have to deal with that. They have really made this very easy. Surprisingly, this is actually most of the food from that other feeder. Even though this feeder looks a lot smaller, it held a good amount of food. This wire, it has a little place for it. So when you snap it down, just make sure you're snapping it down so the birds don't tilt it and get into the top of the feeder. I did read some questions of people concerned about battery life, and honestly, there's nothing to be concerned about. If you attach this where it gets full sun, you're never going to have to charge that battery. Now, fortunately, you can if you need to, but if this is in full sun, this solar panel is going to handle it, and you're never going to have to touch the charger. Now, you do want to wait till you fill it before you pull this stopper out, but once you fill it, you're just going to pull this little stopper out, and the food will start coming out into the bin right there. Now you have a couple of choices as to how you want to see the birds with this. You can either rely on the Wi-Fi connection in the app, which is what I'm going to do. In order for that to work properly, though, you do need to be close enough to Wi-Fi for you to connect. There is also, though, the option of an SD card that you can insert, and you could also use that as backup. We're just actually going to use the app and the Wi-Fi. It's connected very easily, but it's one of the reasons why I installed it close to my house, just to ensure that worked properly. Now let's see what kind of birds we actually see on it. And first thing the next morning, we had our very first visitor here. If all you've ever used before in your bird feeder is normal bird food, never tried one of these suet balls, try one of these. It'll bring some birds that you don't normally see, especially woodpeckers. It's supposed to keep squirrels and chipmunks away. To be honest, I don't know if that is really true, but they do hold up really good in the rain as well. Now this is the hot pepper blend, and all birds seem to like this. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you how to use it here in case you've never used one before. They come in packs of 4. I buy like 30 of these. I don't know how many there are in the actual box I buy, but it's a lot. And you just put them in the holder here, and birds will love them. And once you get it in there, we're just going to attach it to the bird feeder. One of the things I love about this bird feeder too is that it actually has a place on here. When we want to attach the honey feeder, we can do that, but we can also attach this fairly simply. So anyway, if you're using normal bird food and you're looking for an alternative that'll hold up a little bit better in the rain, possibly keep some squirrels and chipmunks away, although I'm not so sure about that one. But they do attract a lot more birds than you're normally going to get with your normal bird food. And so I'd give them a try. Just throw one in a suet feeder like the one here and see what you come up with. I will link these as well as the bird feeder in the description below. That is an affiliate link. It helps me out at no extra cost to you. I really appreciate it when you use it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.